Hey everyone, Zach here. Hope you're having an awesome day. Today I want to talk to you about how to fix all of your recruiting problems, literally all of them, or your sales problems right now in this video. Now there's actually a really easy fix, which is really good news for you. The bad news is almost no one does this. So let's say that you've had any recruiting problem imaginable. You need to fix it, right? Any sales problem you could think of, you need to fix it. I'm going to show you how to fix it right now. The other day, I was talking to a guy on our team that I'm spending some close time with. Showing a lot of amazing potential, really, really good dude. And he was at a place where he had tons of applicants coming in, or leads coming in from his campaign, a fair amount of applicants, but he wasn't closing barely anyone. He was spending a lot of money on these leads. And so I found out how fast this guy was moving, how early. And I was like, dude, I need to spend time with this guy. So we started to spend some time together, doing a call every couple days, 30-minute call, talking about things like that. The first thing I had him do is put all of his data together that he had found so far, or that he had done so far for these campaigns. So he had run 14 campaigns so far. He had spent somewhere around $1,000 total in ads, or in spend, and he had received a bunch of leads, a fair amount of applicants, and one close. Now, one close is decent, but clearly there was a lot of money to spend for one close. So we started to look at things, and we looked at it together, and we very quickly saw that there was this one campaign, or this one ad set that he ran that cost him about $600, and it brought him in. It's actually where his close came from, but outside of that close, that was kind of an anomaly. All of the other applicants and leads were basically crap, and they cost $600 of the $1,000. So they cost $600 of the $1,000. They brought in not that many applicants, and they did result in a close, but that's just kind of a numbers game. So it's like, okay, let's look at the other ones. We look at the other ones, and there was three other campaigns that brought in the majority of his applicants and cost the least amount of money. In fact, he spent about $35 on this and brought in the most amount of applicants. So we looked at this, we said, and he's like, oh my gosh, dude, of the $1,000 I spent, my best results were here. So literally, just by looking at his data, we found out that his maximum level of results came from this one campaign where he spent $35 on it. He got a bunch of applicants, and they were quality ones too. Holy crap. So we removed all of the other stuff. Go run that campaign again. He runs that campaign again, $35, gets a bunch of leads, and gets two really qualified people that could move forward. Now, it's too early to say if they're going to close or not, but then we looked at, okay, you had whatever it was, let's say 25 conversations. I don't remember the number. Let's say you had 25 conversations, and you only closed one. That's a 3% close rate. That's pretty low. So there's a problem there too. So he started recording his calls. And I started reviewing his calls with him. And very early, we realized, okay, he's not really building any rapport whatsoever. In fact, his calls were only 14 minutes and 17 minutes. My average prospect call is an hour. And I have a what would it be? I have a 27% close rate of all of my applicants. That includes people that don't even pick up the phone. So of people that pick up the phone, probably more like 50% close rate. But I spend like 30 minutes building rapport with people. And I've also had a lot of experience with that. I'm very blessed to have that. And I have a lot to learn, by the way, so don't get me wrong. But the close rate's a little bit of a different story, but I've been working at this a lot longer. So anyway, we find out he's not building rapport. So we say, okay, let's tweak that. So now he's building rapport, and he's seeing what happens next. So that was a nice story, but what were the points of that? The points were, he had multiple issues. He was paying too much for his ads. He didn't know which campaigns were pulling in good results yet. And he actually had a closing issue. So he had three main issues in his recruiting process that were causing him pain, causing him not to be able to get the results that he wanted. How did we figure them out? Because I'm smart? No. Because I have experience? No. None of those things. The reason we figured them out is because he tracked his data and then compiled his data, and we looked over it together. He had a fresh set of eyes look at it. And honestly, he didn't necessarily even need my eyes. He just needed to compile his data. When you compile your data, it tells a story that it tells you exactly where the holes are in your process. One of the things in online marketing that we do is this. We compile our data every day, every week, every month, depending on the stuff. And we compile the data and we look at it. Where are the holes? So when you have a mature offer, like one of our offers is mature, so we do our stats once a month because the offer is clearly profitable, so we don't have to look at it every day or anything like that. And once a month, we crunch our numbers. Hey, where are the holes here? So how much traffic are we getting for how much? How many clicks are we getting to the landing page? How much is a lead cost? What's our conversion rate on the lead cost? What is people's progress like through the funnel? How many people look at the checkout page? How many people actually buy? That kind of thing. Now, that's a second nature to an online marketer, but to a network marketer, I find it is almost never done. So you need to treat your business like an online marketer does. And if you're building your business like we do with like the Rebels Blueprint or how that teaches, then you should be building it like an online marketer anyway. But treat your business, regardless of how you build it, treat your network marketing business like an online marketer, all right? So compile your data. Now, if you're not tracking your data right now, what I want you to do is start tracking it. You should be, if you're built, doesn't matter how you're building it, you should be tracking things like whatever your lead source is. Okay, so how are you getting your prospects? So tracking that. Tracking how much time or money it takes you to get a lead. Track it. If it takes you 3 hours to get a lead, that's a crappy way to get a lead. If it takes you $100 to get a lead, that sucks. So how much time and money does it take you to get the lead? So track your leads and the source of which they're coming from. Track conversations or presentations. However you're getting your prospect the information. Track how many people are getting that information. Track how many people are closing, how many people you're following up with, and then how many people actually end up closing after the follow-up. Track all these things and get as granular as you possibly can. The first thing I told this guy when we started working together is, I want you to track everything. I want every single stat that you can possibly think of. Cost per lead, cost per applicant, people you talked with, what did they say? I want to know what the quality of the applicants are. I want to know everything. And because he did that, because he had everything on our first call, within 45 minutes, we pinpointed the issue. First issue, you have a bunch of bad campaigns running. Second issue, so turn all those off. Second issue, the campaigns that look like they're good but actually pulling low applicants, those are bad too. Third issue, there's a closing problem. Really fast, we got to remove all the bad campaigns. Instantly he saved a bunch of money, started getting more applicants for less, started recording his calls, and now we know exactly where the issue is there, and we can start tweaking that. The dude is he's probably a couple campaigns away from skyrocketing his close rate to 20-25%. And at that point, it's a home run. The guy will start sponsoring people at will. He could literally be one of the next top earners in the company, all because he tracked his data. So track your data. In any corporate job you would ever get, you'll have KPIs, key performance indicators that you must track. If you're tracking KPIs for a job for someone else's dream in their business, why aren't you tracking them for your business? Track it, treat the thing like a real business, and it will eventually pay you like one. The reason that online marketers do well is because they track their data and they stop spending money and time on what doesn't work. They start spending money on time and stuff that does. The reason network marketers do not move forward is because they don't track their data, because if they did, they'd be like, holy crap, I'm spending a crap ton of money and a crap ton of time doing something that is not working, and they're not adjusting. And when they don't adjust, they don't make progress. Now, I'm not saying quit what you're doing. I'm not saying abandon the system you're using. What I am saying is look at your data to tell you what is broken within your application of the system that you're using, then make adjustments and redeploy. Sound good? All right, cool. If you found value in this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, smash that subscribe button, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you learned. And if you like this idea of using data to build your business, and the idea of using online marketing, real online marketing principles, not that post and pray crap, not stalking people on Facebook, not posting all over Instagram, that kind of garbage. Real online marketing principles, when you can actually advertise, get mass quantities of people coming to you, and sponsor them, and make a profit at the same time. If you want to do stuff like that, what I want you to do is go to MLMRebelsBlueprint.com. I literally outlined our exact strategy of how we have that, how we have an automated recruiting system that brings people to us at scale. I haven't prospected a soul in years. And in fact, this exact same system that I'm revealing to you, we were in Bali for 5 months. that side of the world for 5 months, and back here in the States, we were sponsoring people personally before we ever met them, using that exact system that I'm showing you how we did it. That's MLMRebelsBlueprint.com. It's totally free for you to read, and you can learn our blueprint, our roadmap on how we actually built that. Cool? All right, well, hopefully you found value in this video. Like I said, if you did, smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and leave a comment down below. With that, hopefully you have an amazing day. See you all in the next video. Talk to you soon.